Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here. Some more exciting new products. Well, one thing we have just recently located is some really reasonably priced 56 pyramid squares. Now, these are hand carved out of different stones, and there's a variety of stones that you get. In this kit, you get five particular stones. And you can't pick what you want, but you get a variety of it depends on what the manufacturer has available, but you're going to get five different stones. Usually you always get a traditional rock crystal clear. And of course, you generally always get an amethyst, and then the other ones tend to vary. But what's great about these stones is that certainly the stone itself has some properties, but the main energy of these is there's 54 little pyramids carved into this. Let's look at these. 9 on each side, which is really quite interesting. So they carved these out. They were about 1 inch by 1 inch. Some are a little smaller. And you got to remember, this is natural material, so you can't get everything at a perfect size look, and the stones will vary in clarity, etc. So obviously, they're not using the best stones if they're going to go in and carve them like this. But this creates a very powerful pyramid energy that you get. So you're getting all these little pyramids pushed together, which does create a good little vortex of energy. And what's nice about these things, of course, is that you can use these on anything. Now, what our main purpose of I use these is I put these in my water jug. You know, I make 8 hertz water. I put crystals in there. I use distilled water. And when you use distilled water, you do have to bring the energy up a wee bit, because distilled water tends to have a low energetic level because it's processed and steamed. I'm not sure how true that is in the bigger picture, but there's nothing better for you than distilled water. But you do have to add in the actual energy to it, because it's on the dead side. But there's nothing in it. There's no poisons. There's no heavy metals or anything else in it. So distilled water is really good for you, and it doesn't leach minerals out of you. Only morons say stuff like that. It's totally ridiculous. And you don't get your minerals from water anyway. In general, you probably shouldn't get your fluids so much from water, but you add water into teas, coffees, food, cooking, etc. But what you do is you get 5 of these, which is really nice, with the different energies because of the different stone, and you just drop them in your jug of water. It's as simple as that. And then they will charge your water up to a great degree. So you're getting not only the stone, you're getting these mini vortexes, 54, 56, whatever it works out to be, of pyramid energy in your water. So it's really great. And you don't have to use all of them there. You get a great kit for a very low price. I mean, I've been buying things like this for many, many years, particularly smaller, clearer crystals, quartz crystals like that. And something like this easily can run you $40 to $50, actually to $60. Something of this size could easily run you $60 to get these. But you're getting a whole set of this for a great price. Check the price by using the link down below this, and you'll find out the exact price for the particular crystals you're getting. You're also getting a free charging plate here. This will charge and purify your crystals as well. Don't hold me to this. The plates you get will probably look very different. This is just for demonstrations purposes only. But it's very important to have a particular clearing disc as well. You got to take the energies out of crystals and make sure that they don't have any problems with them from transportation, from use, etc. So you generally want to clear your crystals about every 6 months or so, depending on what you're using them for. But you can use these kind of things for anything. So if you have, and you certainly should be using an amplifier, well, you can put these on your amplifier. You can put several of them on your amplifier. Now, this is going to, again, assist the unique nature of the kind of energies that we're using in manifesting physics. basically known as force energy physics, as we call it now, they use this particular type of energy that's not electromagnetic in nature. So these help a lot. You could also use it on top of, put one on top. You're going to get 5 of these for one low price. Really a great deal. You can put them on there. If you have one of our smaller amps, well, you could put it on here as well to give it an extra boost. So the uses are unlimited. You can use this on top of even devices like this. This will give it another push. Of course, your actual picture should be inside here. But I mean, these are the type of things you can use it for. You can hold it in your left hand and draw that energy in to give you a little boost of energy. Remember, you're getting the stone, you're getting all that pyramid energy. You just can't beat it. And if you want to get down to the exact type of stone, here's amethyst, known for its healing. This would be great to use in a healing. You can place it on, of course, any one of your actual radionic type machines you have, or inside your radionic box as well. I mean, our systems come with their own, boxes similar to this. And you can always put one, smooth this out of the way. And of course, this is the system we prefer. It's super easy, and we're going to deal with that. But you can fit these in here, right on there. Or you can put it on top. This, again, you could put this as one of our pyramid energy boxes. And you put it right in the center here, and that's going to increase that draw there. And again, it's important because we want to use empowerment tools that are non-electromagnetic in nature, and this is not. You can just stick it in your box as well. These are all the things that, of course, assist in a giant way with increasing your power. Not only do you get the disc, but each one of these comes with its own little red pouch. And these are heavy pouches. So they're very nice little pouches. If you want to place one of your crystals in there and put it together, or you get one for each, that's part of the package they give you. So if you want to separate them that way, carry this with you, use it for something. However you want to do it, you get a pouch with each one. You just can't really beat that. Really great. I've always loved these actual squares, these carving of little pyramids in here, creating this very unique vortex of energy. And we can show you exactly how powerful these are. Let's put a actual, let's put it actually, let's get it, we can get a good shot of that. You can put your actual, you can test the energies coming out of these as usual with a nice, you can see how it turns clockwise immediately. Look at that. It's a pretty small object, and you're getting a very large positive spin on this. This is much greater than a lot of things. Very, very interesting. So that's a damn good energy that you get from that. As I said, you can use these anywhere. Put anything on that. Put it on top of your photo. Send some positive energies that way. Let's check this one. And of course, they're all a little different. This is a little smaller than the other big one. And as I said, everything's going to vary. This is natural stuff. You don't mold this. This isn't some garbage out there that all look the same. And again, you can see that you're getting excellent positive energy from there. So the uses, again, are pretty much endless. So, and they're so nice because they are little squares. As I said, you can hold them in your hand. This amethyst is generally good for healing. You can hold this in your hand and draw the energy into you. As I said, what I like to do with these, and what the main purpose is I don't know if you can call that the main purpose, but you drop these in your water jugs. Charge them up. I always keep water jugs because you use pure water, etc. And you want to keep some good energy in there. So it's very, very cool. These are very nice. And as I said, usually these things run anywhere from, very small ones I was paying like $35 for. Generally, if you get one like this, you're talking about $65, $75, where you're going to get 4 for approximately the same amount of money that you generally buy one of these from. And of course, like everything, order while supplies and prices are down. The other one that we want to talk about here that we have recently obtained is actually powdered quartz crystal, or I should say rock. They call it rock crystal, and they powdered this. And when you powder it, of course, it's not going to be clear. It kind of goes into a more of a white type foam. This is ground in special factories in Europe that do a lot of this kind of work using the what's called rock crystal or quartz crystal. And they ground it, and this is about, it's amazing how much you get for this particular amount. This is 50 grams, and it's quite a bit. I don't know, let's get a little, where's my old tape measure? It's about 4.5 inch little tube here, and that's about 1 inch across. So it's quite a bit of actual powder here. And again, you can use this if you're making anything, if you want to put these in little bags or add them to something that you're making. Certainly powders have, again, unlimited uses. This could be added into many things to give it another extra boost. You can try, it's much easier to charge a particular crystalline structure when it's made into a powder and they've broken the outer protective shell away from it. So powders can be very powerful, and whatever you mix this with is going to dramatically increase its energy. So if you're mixing it with herbs or oils or other things, you put a little drop of this in there, a little amount of it, and you've got it in there. So, I mean, the uses are endless to give something a little boost. You don't necessarily have to sprinkle it on anything. This is like getting your own little big crystal. And as such, you can use it that way. You can put sigils on the outside of this. You can just hold it and draw energy from it. You can. This is a great thing to charge in your boxes as well. When you charge this in the box, or let's say you wanted to charge this with 8 hertz energy. Well, you can do it that way, and it comes in this. This is a plastic tube, and that doesn't really affect this kind of energy. So it's actually good because it's for this type of energy. Remember, we're not tapping into cycle per seconds regular frequencies. We are talking about a higher frequency that all of these have. So this is your standard 50 grams that you can get. There are larger amounts available as well. This is not hand done. I mean, it's done by a process that is very advanced in Germany, and of course, this comes from Europe. So there is a little bit of additional shipping involved, but this is something that is really cool to have. And you rarely see powdered stuff. You may see lots of chips, but getting powder is different. So if you're making stuff, God forbid you're making some sort of crap orgone, but the bottom line is that you can make your own energies by adding this kind of powder in there. And this is quite a bit for the money. It's really, this is not expensive, except for, of course, the added fees of course, coming from Europe, which is a little bit more, but we're trying to keep that price down as well. So these are great little tools you can use and a great way to charge something up. And this is a great energy store. You could charge up something. So if you wanted to charge it like here, you leave it on here for 8 to 10 hours, and then you can carry this with you, put it someplace, and you can charge this up with anything. If you wanted to put this on top of one of our many energy cells, you certainly can do that and then carry it with you. So we have all these energy discs now, hundreds of them, and you just leave it on here for about 10 hours. Overnight's always nice. And then that will be filled with. This is particularly for money. And now this is going to be filled with money energy. And of course, a clearing plate. And this is your typical clearing plate. And it probably looks similar to this that you get with this. This will clear the energy out. So when you want to clear it out, you put it back on your energy plate. And this comes with this as your your square pyramid crystals. Will come with the clearing plate as well, so you can clear them out. So once you use them, you are able to clear them out again. So you can fill this up with money energy one day, healing energy the next day, and then you can carry this with you. This would be equivalent to quite a large number of rock crystals, quartz type crystals. So this is quite a cool little thing. Another fun thing that we find, we're always finding cool stuff, and we like to pass this on. And again, you can use it as a general amplifier, just like the other ones. You can put it on your transmitter. These are kind of tiny, but I don't know, do they fit here somewhere? Well, you could kind of position it on these little guys. These are designed not to be too much, but it does work. And of course, the large amplifier here, these work well in as well. And of course, you and you can combine them like I'm showing you right here to give that. The more energy you get. And one of the problems with energies is that you have to make sure that's the type of energy, bioactive energies that you're using, not electromagnetic. Electromagnetic is not the kind of energies that we're looking for in manifestation in general. It's only a tiny bit of it, and people concentrate on that, and it's the reason why they have poor results. Of course, you can always put this on your box. These are ways to go. Here's of course, our radionic boxes we have out there. Here's one of our older types, the single dial one, and you can put these right on here. Of course, we have the other ones as well. They're in use right now. And this is a great way. You can put it on your in plate of your radionic machine. So here's a radionic machine. I'm charging up this with the particular energy I've had on here. You can certainly do this. Put it right on your witness, your plate, etc. If you have one of the plates up here, depending on what machine you have, you can put that. So anytime you use this, you're going to amplify what's happening with that, with whatever machine you're in. So they're great little amplifiers. They're pure, wonderful quartz crystals that you just can't beat for their general energy. And of course, as I said, you can use it for anything. Once you've used this for something, you put it on your clearing plate, and it's now clearing it. You leave it there for, as I said, generally to clear something, you should leave it on there about 6 to 8 hours. I always do things overnight. When you go to bed at night, you put it on here, and then in the morning, it's ready to go. And you've then cleared it. Then you can use it for something else. So what's nice about this is you can use any of our discs for this, put the energy into it, and then you have a great power there, no matter what you want to add to it. But in general, it's for amplification of so many energies. As I said, if you put it on top of your amp here, you're, again, grabbing the kind of higher consciousness energies that all of this deals with, which is a much higher and stronger than the electromagnetic. Force energy physics deals with the energies of creation, and the creative energies that are out there, the force energies, create the electromagnetic. So the whole idea is you have to understand what the premium, the top of the top, the cream at the top, the cherry on top of life is, and that is force energy physics and the creation of those energies. So if you're using the inferior electromagnetic, well, you're going to get poor results. And this is one reason why a lot of this tech never worked for people. They're using very inferior energies. And the people involved in this entire area are pretty inferior people. Most of them are goofballs. Let's hear it for the goofballs. So the whole idea is that we all need to understand it. So here's a couple of more wonderful products. Do check the links down below. And of course, you can always go to our website, go to the upper right of this channel, and you'll see links to our website where you can go there and check it out. And remember to like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. That's how the game is played here. It all helps the organization. And we highly recommend everybody, for if you want to know what's happening with the organization, for only $6 a month, you can get all the news, which is only posted on Patreon. We also have our schools and further information called All Access that are on the actual website. And these are very reasonable yearly prices. And you get access to things you're never going to find anywhere else. You ever seen the inside of a radionic machine? I bet you haven't. Ever seen the inside of all of them, including goofball stuff like Eva? You can see that there. It's all there, and only, of course, from Off-World Tech, who's the number one in everything, as I've always been since I've been running organizations. The first people to ever have a radionic type store in the history of the world. The first to publish and translate ancient books. The first to come out with metaphysical radionics. All done by numero uno. That's me, a Dr. Thor. So I hope you enjoyed that, and of course, stay with the people that know the best, the cutting edge people, and not the inferior people out there leading you down a path to destruction and evilness, which is unfortunately all part of life. Really fantastic tech is always has a battle to keep to the regular public because they want to stop you from getting it. Simple as that. I'm not sure that's a difficult concept for anybody to understand. It's just the truth. So as with everything, people, remember there is no reality until the manifesting scientist creates it.